Welcome to Bros and Bros. On here, we're just bros reacting to videos. And today, my guest is my younger brother, and we're just going to react to Hulk Hogan videos. And we're celebrating the life of Hulk Hogan. So, let's get this Bros and Bros episode started.
Thunderlips is here in the flesh, baby.
Oh my God.
The ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball.
Do you remember the movie Rocky where Hogan played Thunderlips?
Yeah, that was with Mr. T.
Yeah, I remember
Overland.
we used to watch that on TBS and TNT.
Yeah, that was the only time I remembered it. And then seeing Hogan in there, that was one of the big features. I can't even remember the storyline right now, but
Yeah, I wasn't really into Rocky at the time, so Hogan's the one that kind of got me into that. So that's a good memory of Hogan.
yeah, I remember he wasn't in the boxing gear. He was just in his straight up wrestling gear, and he body slams him.
Yeah, wears his hat and with all those girls. So, yeah, he really was good in that movie. They made him seem taller than he actually was. I think they said he was like 7 something, 7 foot, and he was like 300 to 400 pounds or something.
Yeah, I think Sylvester Stallone in real life is like 5'8",
5'10",
5'10", something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so he's, I mean, he's about the average male, and Hulk Hogan was taller, was just taller in real life anyway.
Yeah, made him look like a giant.
Yeah, way big. And then he was lean, Sylvester was lean and cut, and then Hogan was just
Bulky.
bulky, yeah, big, beefy.
Yeah, that's what that clip reminded me of.
Yeah, definitely watching it when we were younger.
Yeah.
TBS, TNT.
If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment. Were you a fan of Hulk Hogan? Or did you know him in his days of Hollywood Hulk Hogan? And do you remember any of these clips of Hulk Hogan? Or what was your best memory of Hulk Hogan? You can write it in the comments. You can answer any of these questions. And just let us know in the comments. And now let's continue with the video.
Here, they have strange ways of fighting.
You got any idea what we're gonna do to you?
Let me guess. You're gonna pound my face.
What are you, nuts? It's the 90s. We're gonna sue you.
They have bizarre means of protection.
Man, Suburban Commando, remember that one?
Oh, Suburban Commando. First thing I remember about Suburban Commando was we had a bootleg.
Bootleg, yeah.
we had a bootleg copy of Suburban Commando.
Yeah.
With 3 or 4 other movies on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember. And then always seeing the promotions of it in different videos, like what was it, Ninja Turtles or
Oh yeah.
or other movies. I seen it.
Just like that clip we watched on here, it has that. Yeah, I took that from the trailer. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, definitely. I remember that. But
It was Ninja Turtles 2.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles 2, and then it was totally a 90s movie. Even the guy's like, he's like, you know what we're gonna do? He's like, we're gonna sue you. He's like, it's the 90s. It's the 90s. We're gonna sue you, instead of pounding his face.
Yeah. Here, those guys look tough.
Yeah, the tough, rough guys, race guys. But yeah, that was another movie that we ended up watching. I don't think we would have seen it if it wasn't on a bootleg that if it wasn't on a bootleg that we had.
Yeah, I remember he was curling something, some
piece of metal.
Yeah. That's ever since then I was like, man, when I get some weights I want to work out like that, or I can just grab some stuff like him. Look cool.
Some scrap that Dad had in the yard.
Yeah. I always like his cool suit. The one that Christopher, was it? what is it? Doc Brown?
Doc Brown, Christopher
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd, yeah.
Lloyd, yeah. He was always in there.
Yeah, I was like, man,
But
I always wanted that suit and his cool space ride that he had.
And then it was Undertaker was in there as well.
Yeah,
right?
Undertaker, yeah.
He also played in there. So.
They didn't talk because they talked like little
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. So, but yeah, that was just good childhood memory.
Yeah, Hogan was one of the first probably wrestlers to act.
Yeah, really crossover.
Yeah, in Hollywood. Just nowadays, it's like The Rock.
The Rock and other people. I think Cody Rhodes is coming out with. He's coming in a movie.
Yeah, Naked Gun.
Gun.
You guys can check that out.
Yeah, and then like even the females.
Oh yeah, like all those wrestlers on both AEW and WWE.
Yeah, like Sasha Banks was in The Mandalorian.
And a bunch of them were in that one, Queen of the Ring.
Oh yeah. Tony Storm. I think Tony Storm is coming up in a movie too.
Awesome. I gotta watch that.
And then I think who's the one in the Judgment Day? Liv Morgan. I think she's supposed to be in a movie or some sort of Hollywood project that's coming up. So, but yeah, all these kind of just led up from Hogan.
Hogan, yeah.
Hogan really just crossing over, just being a larger than life character. So,
made an impact in the wrestling crossing over.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, good childhood memory on that one. Suburban Commando. I mean,
that's why I want to use that.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Bad now, boys! Hulk Hogan arrived. Hulk! What is he doing? Oh my God! Is he the third man?
He's the third man!
What the hell is going on here?
Hulk Hogan has betrayed WCW!
That was an awesome memory when he turned heel at Bash at the Beach.
Yeah, Bash at the Beach. I remember seeing clips on it after on Monday Night Nitro.
Yeah.
They were re-showing it, and yeah, that was one of the very first, I mean, probably WCW. I remember watching it like, Saturday night, but that was one of the ones I really remember. There was the whole Outsiders thing. They were talking about the third man and somebody else coming in. And then it was,
it was Hogan.
He was Mr. WCW, Mr. Wrestling at the time. And, for him to turn heel like that and turn to a different faction and just, go with the Outsiders, that was a big turn.
I remember, like, I was watching Nitro every once in a while. But once Hogan turned heel, I was watching it a lot more. He's the reason why I probably started watching WCW. Other than that, I probably would have thought it was just some kind of southern wrestling company.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was the whole Outsiders when I think the whole Outsiders storyline was just one of those that, it did intrigue me because, they were backstage, they were, taking over stuff, and, they really showed behind the scenes instead of just the stuff in the ring.
Remember when WWE, when Kevin Nash was in WWE, he was like one of your favorites at the time?
Yeah.
When you're smaller? Because I remember you had that Diesel toy.
Yeah, there was a Diesel toy. I don't even know where we got that one. But it was just Diesel there, so I just had that toy right there. So
yeah, then they joined in with Hogan, became bigger stars in WCW. Got the bigger payday. So I remember that Hogan was a really good bad guy, turned wrestling around again, like from when he was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Then got people watching WCW. Then that whole Nitro or the WCW, WWE Monday Night Wars happened after that. Really got big. So Hogan made an impact even at that point.
Yeah, because we never watched it through the 80s because, we weren't born in the 80s or we were just, still little kids, children at then.
Yeah.
So I don't really remember. But yeah, the whole 90s, we were 90s kids, and the whole Monday night, the Monday Night Wars, like you said. But that's where I really remember that. And, Hogan was a big part of that.
I always thought his NWO t-shirts were pretty cool. I always wanted to get one, never did.
Never did. Yeah, I never got one either. But
got to get one from those
t-shirt companies.
Yeah, now we do.
So, great memories on that one.
Yep, good ones on that.
Sting down. Big leg drop. 1, 2, 3.
We got that one for your early birthday.
Yeah, Starcade.
Yeah.
Sting versus Hogan. That was a big one. Yeah, I remember. It was built up. It was built up big. The big long entrances. Michael Buffer was in there doing the announcing.
Bret Hart came in at the end.
Yep. But yeah, that was a big deal. Sting won that one.
Yeah.
Sting won that one back. He won the belt back for WCW side, and so yeah, that was just one of the big.
Remember, we're all like big Sting fans at the time.
Yeah, big Sting fans. I mean, Hogan was still there, but I mean, he was like one of those likable heels.
Yeah.
You knew, you're not supposed to like him, but you still had that, I don't know, charisma or whatever it was.
Yeah, the whole NWO, they all had that thing where you just wanted not to really hate them too much. But when they were going against Sting, then that's probably the only time. So Hogan made a good heel, good bad guy. So that's what I always remember about that, is we watched that with our parents.
Yeah, even mom and dad were watching it.
Yeah. Then the finish was really messed up nowadays. Looking back at it, listen to Eric Bischoff. And even Hogan says stuff about it. That the finish was kind of botched.
Yeah, it was kind of botched. So.
Yeah.
But
So,
in the end, it just went the way the story was supposed to.
Yeah.
Sting won. We was happy.
yeah.
The whole WCW crew came out.
Yeah.
Held him
That's
up,
what I
yeah.
remember, that they all lift up Sting.
And I'll lift up Sting and put him on his shoulders. Yeah, I remember that too. I was happy.
Great memories again.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Hogan just creates good memories.
He's only up when he picks him up. He's got him up! Oh, hell yeah! 1, 2, 3! Thank you! We've got a new heavyweight champion!
I was so excited when Goldberg won that time. I remember it felt like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, some people say it should have been a pay-per-view instead of that Monday night, but man, yeah, I remember that one. I mean, that crowd popping like that, everyone, and I think Goldberg was still on his streak too, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was on his streak.
Yeah,
He was like the U.S. champ.
U.S. champ, and then he had 2 belts, but yeah, I remember that one.
He was in his hometown.
He was in hometown, everything. Yeah, just the pop of that crowd, everyone was going crazy.
Yeah, man, I was excited.
Yeah, they built that one up too pretty good. But yeah, that one was a good memory, and he lost, but what happened after is questionable at best, but hey, he won and he put him over, so.
Yeah, the good part about that is seeing, like, Hogan's the one that actually wanted to lose the title at that time. So that was a good part, seeing his heart is, that he's willing to help the younger guy.
Yeah.
That he knows is on fire. So I thought that was pretty cool when I found that out later on.
Yeah.
That, Hogan really is a good guy playing a bad guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a great memory. Now looking back at it now.
Yeah. Definitely. I remember that. Like I say, he was still on his run. He was hot, and then he got 2 belts. Goldberg was asking who's next, and that was it. He took the champ.
It was Hogan.
It was Hogan. At that time, he was, there was no bigger star. He was the champ. So, yeah, I remember that one. That one was built up big. Everyone wanted to see it. So, yeah, that was a good one. Go.
Man, I always loved Hogan's entrances, especially when he plays like the air guitar, whether it's just the air or on the belt.
On the belt, yeah, the Voodoo Child. I mean, that was just a perfect song for him at the time. Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a big entrance. I mean, everyone was hyped. Again, that was Starrcade, the big entrance, Michael Buffer. And then, he noticed, he said, the man known around the world, by different companies, by all kinds of fans. And I think, that part is true, like, if, you don't know wrestling, you know Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You know Hulk Hogan, you'd be like, even if you don't know him by name, you'll be like, oh yeah, that wrestler guy, or, you just know him. And then he says, he's recognized by, companies around the world or whatever, so.
Yeah, he was on a bunch of products back in the day.
Oh, way too many. Way too many, but yeah, even, all kinds of promos and shirts and everything, man.
I remember he said they wanted him to do the George Foreman grill, but he was like, oh, that's never going to take off here. George Foreman did it. And
George Foreman got it, and George Foreman grill.
Then he was like, oh, that's one regret I have.
So instead we could be saying, oh, I need
the Hulk Hogan grill.
The Hulk Hogan grill. Yeah.
Maybe I'll have 24-inch pythons with that.
Maybe.
But yeah, I love his entrances, whether he was red and yellow or black and white. He always had those cool entrances, even with the NWO Rock House theme song. So every time I listen to that, that's what I always do, is do the air guitar when I listen to Voodoo Child.
Air guitar, Voodoo Child, yeah, and that was the old Jimi Hendrix song, that was, at that time, already, 25, almost 30 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he revived it, and it being played in a big old stadium like that was, get the crowd hype, and everyone knew it, so that was good. Yeah, good. That was just the Starrcade entrance too, so.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what the Voodoo Child, you guys can listen to it. I'm going to mute it because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So, but you guys can listen to it. It's an awesome song. You can do an air guitar to it too. Dang, I like the American-made song. That's probably one of my favorite songs. I like both his songs, but American-Made was probably the one I really liked better, because he played the bass in that song.
Yeah. That was and that one seemed like more hype than his old 80s one.
Yeah, the Real American.
The Real American, yeah. But yeah, you see the crowd there, they got all hyped. They had, people were already wearing their yellow and red.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a secret, but even back then the secrets were out.
The dirt sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone came out with it, and everyone knew, so.
Hogan turned from his black and white back into the yellow and red in that clip. That's another video that I can't play. You have to mute again, so. But you guys can listen to that song. It's an awesome song. I still do my ear thing that he does and do the poses. When I'm alone, of course.
Yep. You can't tear your shirts though.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta get some red and yellow so I can tear them. Do you remember watching the Andre the Giant on those old tapes that our cousin had?
Yeah, our cousin had a collection of the Hogan's best moments or something.
Yeah.
On the Coliseum home video. Gotta mention that. But yeah, that's, I think, one of the things that we used to watch is those old Hogan clips. It was Hogan and Andre the Giant on that one.
Where he body slams him?
Bottom slams him, leg drops him, and, I think that was the title too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the title, so he won that one. And then there was also, the Iron Sheik?
Yeah.
And then Sergeant Slaughter was
Sergeant
on.
Slaughter,
Sergeant Slaughter
Macho
was
Man.
on there. Macho Man was on there, so that was just a collection that we used to watch all the time when we used to go to our cousin's house, and we pop that in, get hyped.
Yeah, I was gonna show a clip, but I got a copyright strike for a YouTube short I was about to put up, and I was gonna use that same clip on here, but we just decided to talk about it, one of his greatest moments and something we remember watching on a old VHS.
Yeah, old Hollywood memories.
Yeah.
Hogan memories, whichever.
So, but yeah, I mean, those were great memories. I mean, I remember Hogan said he ruined his back, and after that he had to get surgeries, and that hurt him in long term when he body slammed Andre the Giant, because Andre was close to 600 pounds.
Yeah, he lifted him up and body slammed him. But yeah, even like I said, that was the old 80s, you know, we were still, like I said, we didn't watch those live, or, you know, we had to rewatch them in old videos, but, you know, it was still...
Yeah, that, I think, that was in, I think, 85 or 83, I forgot. It's WrestleMania 3, when he body slammed Andre the Giant. So I was either barely being born or not even born yet.
I wasn't even a thought at the time, so yeah, you know, I remember that. But yeah, we just watched collections, old collections, and
nowadays we watch wrestling Monday on Raw, or on, what do you call it, Netflix.
Netflix now.
All because of Hogan. If it wasn't for Hogan, I probably wouldn't have been into weightlifting or into wrestling. So I like to thank Hogan for helping me build my arms, giving me motivation throughout the years. Although I wanted to wear a bandana, but and have that handlebar mustache.
Handlebar mustache.
I guess the beard's good enough in his Hollywood.
Mine's just a goatee right now. Maybe got to dye it blonde.
Memory of Hogan. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We were just going through memories of Hulk Hogan. So, everybody, this is my brother. This is Bros and Bros. Everybody stay awesome.
What you're gonna do when the spirit of Hulkamania lives on and runs wild on you.